knowing he's responsible for his best friend's death. This is proof that we aren't alone. So before I show you the video, I'm going to explain it just a bit. There was this man who was driving down a very empty dark road at night in the middle of nowhere when he stumbled across creatures that looked like aliens pretending to be humans. This is proof that we are. These are facts that can maybe save your life one day. Part 3. Up first, condoms are useful for a number of reasons. If you need a quick way to store liquids, they can actually hold up to a gallon of water. Plus they are waterproof, so they can safely store things like matches, electronics, and pretty much anything that shouldn't get wet. Up next, if your water ever smells like cinnamon, do not drink it. People often use cinnamon to cover up the scent of poison. Next up, you can always dial 911, even if you have no bars. Because in an emergency, your phone will connect to any nearby cell tower as long as it has battery in it. These are facts that can maybe save your life one day. Part 3. This is proof that we aren't alone. Okay, so if you look at this picture, you can instantly tell it looks exactly like a giant elephant. Most people wouldn't think anything of it and just call it a coincidence. But if you didn't know, there's a giant species of elephants called Natami Narita elephants, and they are massive elephants whose legs stretched all the way down to the ocean floor. They also have a very long lifespan, which is around 1,000 years. So what do you think this could be? A giant elephant frozen in time, or just a coincidence? This is proof that this is the scary story about the cookout. One day, a family was having a cookout when suddenly a young girl named Emily, who was 7 years old, went missing. Everybody began to panic and look for her. They all started looking around the house and the neighborhood and even the surrounding areas for her. But Emily was not found. And after weeks of looking for Emily and not finding anything, her parents began to lose hope. But one day, Emily's parents got a letter in the mail, and written on the front was Emily's name, exactly in her handwriting. Emily's parents thought it was her writing to them, and they immediately ripped it open. But when they opened it, they froze in horror and screamed. Inside the envelope was a picture of Emily's mangled dead body with her pinky finger. This is the scary story. These are pictures that broke the internet. Part 3. Up first is the behind-the-scenes photo of the MGM intro with the legendary lion. People couldn't believe this is how they actually did it, and kind of thought that it was animal abuse. But luckily, it was just a normal picture of a lion that was at the vet that got photoshopped. Next up is a picture of a man who did the most incredible rice wave ever. This photo went completely viral, and everybody loved this man. But to everybody's surprise, the pan of rice turned out to be a sculpture. Finally is a picture of a pilot who was flying a plane and decided to take a selfie. This photo broke the internet for a lot of reasons. One being, how was this even possible to take? Some people believe this photo was photoshopped and others believe it's real.
I'm gonna teach Mandela. The dumbest criminals ever. A 29-year-old man decided to break into a $4 million mansion in China. Once he got inside, he started stealing thousands of dollars worth of jewels. But before he could escape, the police were already on the premises. Surprisingly, the police caught him empty-handed. He told the police he flushed the jewels down the toilet because he thought they were too big to be real. The man was later sentenced to 10 years in prison.